Alright, the second episode of my full week of working out series where I take you guys through my entire week of training, all my workouts, all exercises, all sets and all reps, to let you guys know exactly what I'm currently doing if it comes to my training. And today is going to be once again the second episode, so today is going to be my first pull workout of this week. It's going to be a one-arm pull-up and weighted pull-up focused pull workout. As always, the workout is going to be down in the description for you guys to check it out. But every single one of my workouts is structured the exact same way. We're going to start off with about 2 blocks of 10 minutes of skill training, followed by about an hour of reps and sets work, mainly consisting of one-arm pull-up training and weighted pull-ups, because it's going to be a weighted calisthenics pull workout. And before every single one of my workouts, I do warm up quite thoroughly, but I've actually made a full video about my upper body warm up routine a couple of weeks ago, but I'll link the video right there in one of the 2 upper corners. And with that being said, let's dive into the actual workout, starting off with my first block of skill training. Like I just talked about, in every single one of my upper body workouts, I will do 2 blocks of skill training, and today, because it's going to be a pull workout, we're going to be doing some front lever and then some planche and handstand training. And if it comes to my front lever, it's pretty much the same thing as my planche training. I used to do a full body weight straddle hold followed by a resisted one with a resistance band, but I've actually changed it up as from this training block. So we're going to be working with 2 different bands, one light and one heavy band, and we're going to be doing one straddle front lever hold with a very light band followed by another one with a very thick band, both of those back to back, and that is going to be 1 set. We're going to be doing that about 3 times before finishing off with one more advanced stuck front lever hold. So this has changed in comparison to my last training block, and it's pretty much for the exact same reason as my planche training. So pretty much, if you actually look at my old videos, you know that I definitely wasn't able to hold a straddle front lever for more than half a second up to a second. So I pretty much decided to take a step backwards if it comes to my front lever and focus on a longer hold duration on my band assisted straddle front lever before going back to full body weight straddle holds. And then the advanced tuck is there to pretty much finish off my front lever training before moving on to the next skill, which is going to be a combination of planche and handstand training. Here we're going to be working on my basic foundation if it comes to my planche and my handstand training, and we're going to be doing some planche leans for my planche training and then some wall handstand holds for my handstand. And this pretty much is once again to work on my basic foundation and my wrist conditioning, which then transfers nicely to my planche and my handstand training on my push days, where we are going to be doing some advanced tucked holds. But once again today we're just going to keep it to some planche leans and some dynamic planche exercises, and then some wall handstand holds if it comes to my handstand training. And that is all I do on this day if it comes to my planche and my handstand training before moving on to the main part of today's workouts, aka my reps and my sets, starting off with some band assisted one-arm pull-up training. On this exercise we're going to be doing one top set, doing the hardest progression that I can possibly do for about 1 or 2 reps before going down to doing some back off sets, where we're going to be doing an easy progression that I can do for about 2 to 3 reps. This is pretty much the main focus of my pull training, hence why I'm actually doing this first in my workout, because the one-arm pull-up right now is my main goal if it comes to my pull training. And if you're training for the one-arm pull-up, this in my opinion is the absolute best exercise to work your way up towards the one-arm pull-up. And as you guys can tell, both my top set and my back off sets are both in the strength rep range, and the reason for that is because this exercise definitely is not very well suited for any high rep training. So I'm keeping my reps relatively low on this exercise, and I'm keeping my high rep sets for my weighted pull-ups that I'm going to do later on in this workout. Throughout the week I work in 2 different rep ranges on my back off sets, and since today is my strength focused workout, I only do sets of about 2 to 3 reps on my back off sets. But later on in this week on my second pull day, I do go a little bit higher rep on my back off sets. And then also on my back off sets, as I always do, I do a little variation towards the end. So pretty much on my last back off set, whenever I am done with both arms, I will do 1 more rep on each arm, just to kind of force out 1 more rep towards the end of my one-arm pull-up training. And it pretty much teaches you to get 1 more rep out even when you are pretty fatigued from your sets, and I find that a very good way to actually work your way through plateaus on this exercise. And so 1 top set and then 3 back off sets on this exercise before going on to the next one, which is going to be the weighted pull-up. On this exercise, pretty much the same thing, 1 top set and then 3 back off sets. On my top set I'm going to be doing a double and then 3 back off sets of about 6 to 8 reps. On my top set I do want to increase the weight as the weeks progress to get stronger, and I use the back of sets for more volume work, faster rep pace work, and to work on some hypertrophy alongside my strength training. And like I've talked about probably a million times in these kind of videos, if you're looking for a very good exercise to work your way up towards one arm pull-up, the weighted pull-up definitely is one of the best ones you can possibly do. And I also really enjoying doing this because the back activation from doing this exercise is absolutely disgusting, and it's also having, like I just said, a very good carryover effect to my one arm pull-up training. Just like on my band assisted one arm pull-ups, I do cycle a couple different rep ranges on this exercise, and it's on my second pull day where I've actually changed up my rep ranges quite drastically, so keep your eyes peeled for that video dropping probably somewhere around next week. And so one top set in the 3 back off sets before moving on to the next exercise, which is going to be the explosive pull-up. At this point, we're pretty much closing in on the end of this pull workout, and I always like to finish off my pull workout with some explosive, relatively light exercises like the explosive pull-up. Because at this point, if you've done your weighted pull-ups and one arm pull-up training, your CNS is pretty much primed to move quite a lot of weight. And so when you're doing your explosive pull-ups, you actually feel very light, and I kind of feel like I can pull up a lot more explosively. We're going to be doing this for about 2 sets of about 4 reps, and the goal isn't to do more reps but basically to pull up more explosively. I also like to superset this with some top pull-up holds, because the top part of the pull-up is always going to be the hardest one, so I like to kind of throw this in there to work on my top part of my pull-up. And then one last exercise to finish off today's pull workout, which is going to be the face pull. This exercise really isn't about getting stronger or getting bigger. This one is mainly for your shoulder health and your stability, which definitely isn't a bad thing to work on if you're doing calisthenics, because it is quite notorious for shoulder injuries. We're going to be doing this for about 2 sets of 20 reps, and that is going to be today's pull workout. And that is going to be my full pull workout. It's all about 12 sets. Once again, it is fully down below in the description. And just quickly, what actually has changed in comparison to my last training block. Obviously, as you guys saw, my front lever training is definitely different, and I also changed up my rep ranges on my weighted pull-ups, because if you guys saw my last video and you guys paid attention, I used to do sets of 3 on my heavy pull day, and obviously after my training block I'm actually going to be doing some doubles. So just working in a different rep range like I've actually talked about in my weighted pull-up progression video a couple of months ago. But for now, let's finish off today's video. So as always, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys have any more video ideas, advice or questions, leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, 3 videos a week. We're closing in on 100 subs, so thank you guys very much for all the views on the videos lately, and I'll see you guys as always in the next video. Laters.